See if this works. Yep. Hello everybody and welcome to another live stream. Now, oh, that was perfect audio. So how is everybody doing? They doing good? Doing great? I sure hope so. So today, as you can tell, City Skylines. I am going to do a new city, on a new map. Now, I do have some mods active, some I don't, but, for now, I think what I'll operate on is this 27 islands. But I'm not really sure. So I think what I'll operate on is the water volcanoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. I am gonna turn the music down a little bit once we get started because it is kind of loud for me. So we're gonna load in here. Yeah. Oh, YouTube, don't do this. I was just told that it has resumed and it's done it again. It's done it. What seems the problem? Okay, so it appears that YouTube and my streaming software is being kind of weird. So, wow, there's actually like, okay, let's look at this map. Yeah, there's one gigantic waterway here. Yeah. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Start with a money maker. Get a little money maker here. So I do have everything unlocked, so that will be kind of a nice start there. Alright. Yeah. Start with that. Get some water production here. Now, when I connect these cities to both sides, it's going to be underground. So they'll be able to go through here, all over this square. I want to fill in the square first before I expand. So I want to kind of just fill in this one. So we do want families here to begin with. So this square over here will be families and small shops. So low density commercial and low density housing. So I'm gonna start off with this. Uh-huh. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. So get some houses in here. Some beachfront property, or not really a beach, but you get the point. And then we'll have a irrigation basin, or however the hell you say this. It has a lot more drainage, a lot more capacity than the water treatment plant by nearly double. So put one of those there. And what this does is it pumps in air and promotes biological oxidation. So then it is easier for it to oxidize and decompose. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a district as well. Alright, so I don't want to start with industry just yet. So I want to get offices in. So get some offices in there. I want to get some high density in here. Road tools, yeah, I know I can use those. So, nope, I don't want any of the industry, like I said, just yet. Actually, here. It'd be easier just to do that for now. Plus, I will need more power output soon. So, I'm going to go ahead and put down a small police station, because that's going to cover most of this. Now, it still will cover this area, it'll just take them longer to get there. I'm going to do a small firehouse right there. Do a clinic. And I will do a again, cemetery. I got the name of it. Artaya Menace. And over here, I want to get a recycling center. Yep, a recycling center right there. It does recycle a lot, and it has 12 trucks. Only a little bit of noise pollution, not enough to bother people, though. So that's good. As you can see, we got cruise liners coming through here with a lot of people. We also get cargo ships, which is good for me. So right now, as they have no education, I am going to set up another square. And this square will have, go ahead and pause this because it will break power lines. Break that. Comes in right there. Okay. Go ahead and put some more pipes here. Alright, there we go. So that's taken care of. Okay, so now I can put a elementary here. public library. I could do a public library, but I'm not sure about that. So, let's see. So I got the public library there. Slope too steep. Okay, so I got the high school there. And what I'm also gonna do is when there's more demand, so like right now I'm just going to put some offices here because I want to have a divide between densities. That way, because if I want to put industry here, then I can, and it won't really affect people with the pollution. I could set up a bus line, but I would be still making a net loss. There we go. Okay. So, right now, I'm going to turn up taxes right here. This is going to be at 12. This is going to be at 11 and 11 and 10. Okay. So, taxes are up. And I can still make it higher here. So while I still have some money, I also want to zone this area, but I want to make this all one area. Basically, this entire side right here is going to be its own zone. And then this side will be its own zone as well. So here I want to put in my own tree industry, so there's no pollution. And the other side I want to do else. So I want to do other stuff with that. So go ahead. Like I said, while I still have some money to put in some trees. Abandoned buildings, understandable. Just put in some trees here. No problem. And then put down some industry. But before I do that, I need to make it a forestry industry. So now that I've done that, I can safely put these down. I could even put these inside the city if I wanted to. And it would not create pollution, but it would create noise pollution, which is the only downside. So now that I've done that, I also want to get a couple parks in there. So I got park here, capacity 75, 150 for a bouncy castle, and it's relatively small. So that'll get that area, and I will put, no, garden's too big. Here we go. Japanese garden right there. Now, since we're getting low on power as well, I can start with this advanced incinerator plant capacity. It does consume less garbage than the waste energy incinerator, waste to energy, much less, but this produces way less power. So right now what I want to do is put this over here because it does cost way more than this, but it will produce power and it covers everything. So I can safely turn that off so all the garbage goes over there. But I also want to go ahead and get more power down for now, just temporarily, to cover the costs. We start making a net loss in people, well, money, I should say. Now I am gonna actually move this over a bit. There we go. So I can place some industry down there. But I need to make another advancement. So what I'm going to do right here is cut this in half, which I can't do because I have a fire station there. So what I'm going to have to do is expand out to here. And I might as well just go the rest of the way. So going all the way out to here. Alright, so right there. And then I'll just make this go, since it is still wide, I'm gonna have to make it at an angle, and then boom. Like this, and then it, nope, still doesn't line up. There we go, now it lines up. And still, I have enough treatment for the water to be pumped in and to be taken out, which is good. So for now, I want to get this all lined up. Like I said, while I still have some money, go ahead and zone this area. Go back to the medium-sized one. This entire zone will be here. And so for now, since they're demanding housing, I want to make this area a suburban area right here. It is going to be next to the highway, which will be a problem, but that's why I have the trees here, because they dampen noise just a bit, just enough so they can actually live here. I will have to change this roundabout eventually, because this will get highly congested. So, more kids, meaning more students for education, and therefore more workers, so that'll be good. And I want to get more commercial, so I'm going to have to create a line right here. And then I will do another one right here, but I do want to maximize my spacing, so I want to do in between there. That way I can still get this. So, let's see. I can put a high school here. It'll reach almost all around. Like I said, the gray area will still reach, but it just means it'll take longer. So, not enough power. So this is the point where we can move to more powerful. So like wind water. That's what I usually call it, but it's just uh, wind turbines on the water. They produce a lot more power because the current's stronger. So that is now done with. Offices are closing, but they're going to reopen because the education level is getting higher. Still more, I can still put more elementaries down. Ooh, commercial's booming. Okay, so for commercial, put low density here on this side. Low density. And then right here, I want to put high density. Alright, this will take the demand down completely, hopefully. So now I want to get another road set up. So that is now set up. But these also need water. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for them, because they need it. Alright, so that is now set up. Now I can do heavy residential. Again, maximizing the amount of building space I have here. And then across from here, I can do more offices. And now I'm starting to make a small profit. Since this is a lower area right now, because I am just now turning a profit, barely, I want to leave it alone. I can turn up taxes if I need to. I can also boost the economy by doing small business enthusiasts, putting more money into businesses and industrial, and I want to make the houses better. So now the money has been brought up by a lot, and this is still taking care of all the waste needs. Now, the trucks tend to take a while to get around, but they will eventually get to this, see, as I was just trying to explain, it took care of trash from there. I do apologize for my heavy breathing and my nose because my allergies kind of acting up. Of course. Ugh. All right. So residential is going up and everything. I now have over 3,000 people in my city. So far, demand for industry seems to be okay. Um, I do want to get heavier streets, so larger roads. A 6-lane road would be nice because I can, therefore, when the industry gets bigger, I can put more trucks on the road. So I got one there, and I got one here. This will destroy some business, but it will still stay up, and I can have more money coming in there, and also I can make more jobs. So the more jobs I have, the more money I'll make, and the less unemployed there are. Which all around that is good. And not just that, since I do have this here, the industrial space planning, it does double the amount of goods produced. Also, at any given point, once the education is high enough, I can introduce Industry 4.0, which makes all workplaces with low education workers required go up to well or much higher education, which increases output by 30%, I think it was. Yeah, by 30, it reduces workplaces by 30% and increases production by 50. So that is still quite a bit. So for now, I'm going to leave the industry and commercial alone because there's still a lot of space to fill in. And for now, all I have to worry about is the residential. And still, um, I'm going to put a actually no, I will put a dog park here. And I will put one here as well because this will reach this area over here and most of this area. And then I want to put a garden here because I still will have people here. So I also want to get the water filled up here. Looks like we need more electricity. So I'm going to go ahead and plop down another one. So the water is going to be needed some more, but not just yet. Alright, so now all of this is planned out. Alright, so that's good, that's good. Okay. As you can see, people are flooding into the city to do business and to um, move in. So that is good. Everything's growing. So I'm gonna put more 2-lane roads down, 4 lanes, I should say. So I got that one, got this one, this one, and this one. Now this will look a bit different because it's at an angle, but nonetheless it is still there. So these are part of the houses and everything. So elementary school, put it right there. And I could put another one right down here. Alright, and the high school's doing well, but still want more because there will be way more people moving in. Okay, so offices will be here again, like usual. So more offices. Alright, now housing. I want to get these lanes, these roads, zoned. So this will be low density, low density, high density, and then low density. Actually, no, low density can go right here. Hello and welcome to the stream. And low density will go right here, and then high density will go right here. And for now, this will take care of all the necessary needs of the citizens. But I will have to get more power. So what I want to do right now is because we can actually afford a solar panel plant. So I want to go ahead. This does produce noise quite a bit. So what I can do here is put a road here, get one going across here, here, uh, yep, so that would move into there. I don't have anybody there and I can't move it. Turn it off, maybe I can move it then? Nope, can't move it then. Alright, so got 3 deceased stored, but I can't get rid of any of the bodies. So I'm gonna get that there. I'm gonna get rid of the bodies. Okay, it is now clean, so I can move it over to here. So I can put this road down. Right there, and right there. Okay. So now that is done. I have got the housing set up here, but I want to put this power plant here. Now this will cause 25 noise pollution, but like I said, I have the trees here, which will dampen the noise. So now we have more power than, and it's spending a lot on power. But for now, it will take care of our needs very well. So I want to go ahead and put more low density here. Right around the power plant because these trees are absorbing most of the noise. This will show pollution, normal pollution. This will show noise pollution. As you can see along the highway, the trees are absorbing most of the noise. So it is still tolerable to these people. They can still live there. Right here around the businesses and factories, it is a little less effective, but nobody is living here, so it is okay. Business is booming now. Industry is at a medium demand, so that's why I have these offices here and around here. Now, I will have to place offices up here. Alright, so now that is taken care of, I need to get medical down here. Medical is very important for these people. So I will sacrifice a few things for them. Eventually a death wave will hit, and that will be catastrophic for me right now. So fire stations will be the best for this, because a firehouse will only go so much, and a fire station will be able to reach all the way over here. So I want to take out a 200k loan, because I want to get this taken care of now. So, as you can see, it takes care of everything. I want to do that with a police station as well. I've already done it with the clinic. And I might want to put down a university, but not just yet. So now we're spending a lot on everything, and we're going to be making less money because we're putting some of the money into the pyramid capital that we took out, the loan. So we're paying back the loan slowly now. Once I get the $199,000, it will be less by the time I get the money. But once I get roughly, I'm assuming it'll be 170,000. I will be able to pay this off because I'm assuming that's where it'll be at by the time I get money, and quite a bit of it. You can see even now the economy is slowing down because we're paying for that loan, and now that it's grown a little bit and I have enough to pay for it, taxation. So I do want more people to move in, and I do want to enthuse business. So I only want to do a tax raise for the high residential and the high density commercial, and then get a tax relief for the rest. Because I do want to encourage families to move into the city. Small families. Water is a necessity now. So get a large water pump, put that there, take that out, and now I can move this over right there. And now water is much higher. Electricity has gone up. It was low because we didn't have water and it wasn't producing for the plant. So I can get rid of that, and it will still be connected because it is much larger. I can also get rid of this so it doesn't cause noise pollution for them. Alright, so for now, the city is doing just fine. I actually can't really do much right now. University students, so the eligibility for them has gone up. Okay, elementary. More elementary schools right there and right here. Also, garbage processing. Like I said, it does have more trucks, but it's still a problem. So I do want to turn this back on because it will be hard for these few trucks, these 40 trucks, to get all around the city and collect all the garbage and then bring it back. Now, this is also producing power, but it will produce 16 megawatts at most. But it has more trucks and more processing, so it will be easier to take care of all. Now, once before, I have created an island, not on this map, but on a different map, and I've powered it entirely off garbage. So it had a garbage dump, a landfill site, and I would fill that up to 100%. It would take roughly a year, and then I would have 3 of these advanced incineration plants, and all the incineration plants would fill up, and they would produce over 30 megawatts worth of power, and it would power an entire island and a second island until I got that second island on its own legs and powered it by trash as well. And it was very, very easy. When it wasn't running off of solar power, it was running off of trash. And it took all the trash, it piled up over a year, and burned it all. And it took a year to fill up, and it took a year to get rid of. And it was a very easy, I guess, loophole, and it was very cheap because right here it takes 1,200 to manage these. I will say I did lose a little bit. Nonetheless. So these take 1,600 to keep up, but they do take care of a lot, which is good. Alright, so right now this is taking care of itself. So I do want to set up this area over here. Oh, let's see if we can pay back the loan yet. Nope, not yet. So I was wrong, but still, City is building up. Thank goodness for that. People are still moving in. Low residential has boomed because I have set lower taxes for them. Therefore, I am losing money, but I still will be making money because the commercial and everything's moving in. And as you can see, low density commercial is also growing quite a bit. Put that at 3 speed. But I have nearly 9,000 people in my city now, which is fantastic. Um, I do want to get a metro set up eventually, but I can't do that now. And also, if I set up a cargo harbor, then it would help me a lot, but it won't do much for me. So this is where people will be living for now, and this will be where industry will be for the most part. Um, so actual industry, so pollution generating industry. I want to see what we have over here for resources. Mostly trees. Ooh, stomach just gave me the rumbles. Look at that oil. That's a lot of oil. My goodness. All this ore. Not a lot of farmland, but as one of my mods, I can put farmland down. So right now, the average land value is $35 per square feet. Or is that per acre? I think it would be, yeah, it'd be per meter to the second power. Okay. So, right now I can't really do anything for this, so I just have to let time pass. Alright, so now I can pay off this other loan, and we will be down a bit, but our money will go up as so, because we're no longer paying back a loan little by little. Everything seems to be good. The average health is 77%, and then hazards are down, but there are still some. So I do want to put a fire station here because this is most of our industry. If this, like, this is most of our income. If this goes down, the economy goes down. And that is awful. Cannot have that. Police are doing their job. Crime rate 5%. Elementary, high school. Could use another high school. I can put the other high school right here in the center, so it can quickly access all of them. Alright. Industry's at a demand. So I'm going to start with this, leading into the next city. So it's going to go under and up. And it's going to go out, over. I might have to take that loan back. Yeah, I'm going to have to take that loan back. But it's going to go here. $9,000, then it's going to come up and connect right there. It will destroy houses, but it will connect. Now I do want to let my money sit for now. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to do that because industry is rising quite a bit. So I want to take out a 60K loan, which will help me take care of the rest of the costs. So you guys will be able to go from here. I also want to get this all set up. Alright, so as that is a bit weird, it is easier for me. Like I said before, still we want to maximize our efficiency in building, but we will have to make some sacrifices here. So like that, it's diagonal, it's going to be weird, but we have to make some sacrifices. For anyone that has OCD like me, it is god-awful to look at, but, you know, we have to put up with it. Symmetry is not going to be our friend here. Not enough money. Okay, so with that, I can now connect it, this one lane, with that, and get some generic industry here. So I want to start off with getting all of this industry in. Yep, they'll be able to reach it for the most part. Alright, no power, no problem. No power, no problem. Alright, so these are now getting power. Thank goodness for that. Everything else is still good. Okay, so now I want to zone this in. Now that this is zoned, because I know I will be using this entire square, this will be mostly generic industry, so that would be the best part, and just to make sure it stays generic. Alright. So that's taken care of. Now I can build the rest of the piping, but I want to get a fire station down. So I'm going to take out another loan, just to speed this up a bit. 60k. Right there. So that will take care of that entire area. Might as well take out the other loan. So now, not only are we taking care of all of this, we are also going to be paying a lot of money. Keep that right there. Alright. So dead people will, people will die here, down. So for now, I want to get that. I will put that up eventually, but my education level is not high enough, so I don't have highly educated. Once I get the university down, that shouldn't be a problem, really. But for now, this city is doing more than fine. But if I am going to do that, I will have to sacrifice a lot of jobs, and I can't do that right now. Okay. We're doing good so far. We're doing really good. See, like I said, I'm going to have to replace this roundabout. Because, as I said before, it is getting highly congested. So what I can do to fix that right now, only right now, is get rid of that. So traffic flows nicely. Same with this. I'm going to have to do that as well. Okay. So it's building up nicely. Okay. So, with zoning industry like this, it does congest traffic a lot when they're outputting. So that's kind of why I want to have a cargo harbor here. As you can see, it's tough to find jobs. So right now, I also want to get some. I want to make this a living area as well. So right here, I want to get houses. That way it's quicker and easier for people to get to work. So I want to get high density here. That means I'll have to get the accommodations for high density. Meaning the crematories, all the way from the hospitals, the healthcare, all the way down to sewage. Which I am taking care of right now, thank goodness. I'm taking care of that early on. So, just to make sure that everything's taken care of here. I will be putting down small zones of this stuff. Okay, so I am now producing less power. Well, not as much power. So eventually I will have to move to nuclear. And I can't do that right now. It's kind of a bad thing. 960, 960, no different. And she's gonna walk in here and cry. Guarantee it. Here she is, and she's crying. What is it, Bella? What is it? I'm streaming right now. I can wait for the city to build up, and I will. Okay, here. Let me zone this, and I'll give you attention. Her stomach was growling, so she got startled. What is it? Really? It's that bad? It is? That's awful. Oh, how dare she leave us? Now, also, this high density will help the industry. So that is also good for me. More offices. Also, with all of this, I want to place a university down. And a high school, along with an elementary. So it's requiring more and more power to run the place. So I do want to get rid of these for now. Excuse me, sorry about that. And I do want to get started on the cargo harbor lane. Now, this will have offices here. Okay. Just to fix that for now. This will have offices here. And then this will have riverside cargo harbors. So, nope. Yep, because these riverside cargo harbors are smaller and cheaper than the bigger cargo harbors, and they do just as much. So, shoreline required. See, it would have to come down here. So I'll place this down so we can start exporting goods. Slope too steep, so let's see. Okay. So the slope is a bit of a problem. So okay. Sorry, people. I'm trying to fix it. There you go, our first ship. And it's transporting to Lakewood. There we go. Now it's connected and they can just drive on through. But to make traffic a little less hectic, I do want to make it all one way. Slope too steep. Anyway, it will still remain the same, thank goodness. I understand that part. You should put attention. So get up here. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Aww. Oh, Angel. Aren't you being an angel, Bella? Yes, you. She's crawled on my shoulder now. Honey, I can't play games and do this. I just can't. What? What? Stubborn little cat. I have to put you down. Oh, and the stream's attention. Yes, yes. I'm taking time away from what I want to do to give you something. I swear, it's like having your own kid with her. You have to give her attention whenever she wants it. Actually, no, it's not a good idea to line work up here with this because then it'll congest it with cars coming in the city and everything. So, ooh, yeah, you guys aren't getting power. I don't appreciate that. So. Okay. There we go. Now it's all got power, people will move in, and everything will be okay. Look at that, 10,000 people here already. That's just great. So I got 5,300 jobs over here, and 2,500 over here. And they will keep building up. Now, like I said, heavy commercial will help with the backlog of this. So as there is a lot of traffic, it will be perfectly okay. Because when I have heavy industry, well, when I have industry like this, there will be a lot of trucks, a lot of people buying products, a lot of people selling products. And that's why I have this cargo harbor here, because it will take ships, transport our goods. Look at that. We filled it 100%, and it's transporting to Los Rico. This is importing cargo, and then it will be selling a lot of cargo, because it is selling a lot more because we do not necessarily need all of it, because right now these are producing goods and they're exporting them. This is what we import, and it's not a lot. Oh, forgot about this water. I'm gonna go ahead and connect those. Get this water taken care of. That way we don't have to do it later. And then one more pipe system. And there we go. Oh, more residential. Yep. That way it's kind of even. I do want to make a suburban area just for them, though. That would be nice. So get some low commercial in here. Because I already have offices and generic industry here. Alright, Sterling Heights. Time Square. I think that's how you spell it because I'm kind of stupid, so yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Actually, no, just... Yeah. Because whenever they come here, they're just gonna celebrate over how much work they have to do. Alright. So the problem with unemployment is if it's too low, it's hard to find workers. That's why I have heavy residential over here, heavy density. Also, I don't want any, no, high rises over here. Yep, taking some of the high rises down. Because this is for a smaller area. Actually, no, it would be nice to have some high rises over here, so I'll just keep them. So they're going to build back up. So far, everything seems to be working just perfectly fine. Pay that back. I do want to enthuse all of this. Taxation. Since it has grown, I can stop giving tax relief to all of these guys and just tax the hell out of them. I want to give tax relief to all of these guys for now. Just in case I do zone that area. Alright, look at that. More residential demand. More of it. So, I want to get more low residential here. And then I want to zone this with heavy commercial. Because the next one will be heavy. Low density will be over here as usual. But the reason I'm doing this pattern is because heavy residential demanding a lot of goods and producing a lot of goods. So I also want to zone this a bit more. I know we still got some buildings left to build. But, oh, nope, I want to stop that there because that's where it drops off. Okay. It is getting harder to find work. And I also want to put, what was it, a dog park? Because it has a lot of range here. Right there, and right there. Look at that, more people moving in. And with that said, I want to get a dump. As I explained earlier, I ran an entire island off of trash. This is an advanced incinerator. It doesn't produce as much, but it will fit here, unlike this. I'd have to put it here, and I can't do that. Trash is starting to become a problem in this area, but this is doing just fine, taking care of it. It is nowhere near producing 16 megawatts, so it is actually perfect. 3% unemployment. It's still difficult to find workers, so that means that, oh, this is actually fine. Like, university? Alright, it's doing good, it's doing good. It's getting to the point where I will have to set up some sort of transportation for people eventually. Buses, that would just cause more traffic. So I do want to set up a metro line because that is cheaper and more profitable. You'll see what I mean by cheaper. So look at that, we filled that up with 100% because we don't need as much. excuse me, the more the industry grows, the more it will need. But right now, our people don't need that many goods. Well, actually, they may not need the goods, but the reason we're exporting so much is because we're taking so much. I don't know. That'll make sense to some people. The rest, you'll have to figure it out. Look at that. And power is waning just a bit. So, once I get the money, I do want to set up a nuclear power plant. Unless I want to save straight to 1,000,000 and get the Tesla Gigafactory. It's just a giant power plant. That's all it is. But I think for the time being, I will buy this power plant, put it over here. Oh, yeah. I have to get rid of some industry, but it will be a good sacrifice. So now that is built, I can actually get rid of this and zone more housing. Now what I want to do with this now, actually, that's connected up there. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be bad, but it was going to happen eventually. And now that will be connected. Could just do that. Yeah. So I'm just going to unzone this. I'll unzone that much. Alright, but that will forever be powered now. More residential demand. More. So that means more people. More heavy residential, meaning more workers. More workers. More jobs will be taken. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Unemployment, still 3%. Alright, so people are moving in quite a bit. Now there's a tax relief for these guys, so they will want to move in. Traffic. Yep, I'm gonna have to replace this roundabout. Alright, roads, roundabouts. This won't fit. So, ooh. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, these will be cut off from the outside for the most part now, so it will have to grow entirely within its borders. So, right now, what I want to do is make this roundabouts. Yeah. That's too big. how this does. Oh, that is nice. No stoplights, no nothing. How's traffic flow? Okay, it's still large in that area, but it is moving much smoother now that I have done this. Okay, now it's congesting. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So that means what I want to do here is get a road for the industry workers. So they go through here, out to there. People come in, they go out. Okay. Okay, okay. So basically what I'm going to do is, since this is congesting, people that want to go straight through, they'll just go through the roundabout. Anyone that wants to get off right there. Anyone that wants to get on right there. Because they want the quickest route. Yeah, it has congested this entire area. This is not working. Alright, alright. Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. I only want this to be a one-way. Okay. How's traffic flow? Through here, it is just awful. Nobody goes up here, really? Oh. Alright. Alright. I wish there was yield signs. Traffic is flowing a little bit better. It's still clogging up, but that's because there's so much going in this city. Yeah, gonna need another one of these. Like I said, this does consume more trash. Alright. Low density there. The last line of factories here. The last line. And then the rest of this will be commercial right here. to help with consumption, and then more buildings. So more housing. Okay. So that is done. Unemployment's still at 3%. Jobs are still being filled up. People are moving into the Workers' Party. And then Times Square is at 10,000 and it's still growing. I have filled up this square for the most part. I am still exporting more goods than I am importing. Therefore, I'm making much more money. Now, let's look. So, I'm making 25,000 with the combined commercial and 6,000 with the combined industry. Now, according to this, the higher level of the industry, the less pollution it produces. Okay, so that means that this max level, all of this max level will go down to at least 3%, I'm guessing. So this will bring it down to 3% once it is all maxed out, and it will bring in the maximum profit it can. City's growing nicely. More schools. Another high school. University. Could do with another one. But this time, put the university in this city, producing more highly educated people. Wait, what's that one say? Living in the suburbs, the only thing missing now is an automated grocery delivery network. Cough, cough, Amazon. Look at that. So much business. So much. I can even put down a second one. So... okay. Okay, yeah. Bit of a pain, but it's there. More industry, well, more offices right there. Look at that. A lot of business. Still exporting a lot just from these two small ones. Look how many, look at this. So many are just going into here and dropping off their goods. Pretty soon a ship will pop out. I'm making a net loss in public transportation for this, because for some reason this counts as public transportation. But it is still, well cheap. I will make a metro soon, but once everything here is maxed out, everything. Water. Ooh, sewage treatment. That can be fixed. Sewage treatment fixed. And water. Fixed. Look at that. Won't need it for a while now. Average land value is 34. It's gone down, but it'll go back up. Alright, since this is developed, and this isn't. I have put it all to low tax, so it's got a tax relief. And it's got 10,900. This has 10,400. This is developed. It has less housing space. This is undeveloped. It has more housing space. Already at 11,000. So this will grow much quicker than this. As you can see, it's not even at the second bar, and it has 1,000 more than this, and this is at its fourth bar almost. So as you can see, there's a big difference. Also, there are 5,800 jobs and counting. This one is 5,300 and growing slowly. This one's growing much faster than this could. Look at that. Check noise pollution. A lot of noise pollution from this. How much ground pollution? 6. So it's going up because there's more industry demand. But let's check 4% unemployment. That's good. Oh, of course, it's that one little square that I was looking at, and it was just like, oh no, it won't do anything. It did something. Alright. Look at that. This is still powering the city just fine. In fact, so much so, I can actually take some of that electricity budget out. Leave it at 60. Look at that. It's great. This will probably hurt the city, but I am trying it. Still exporting much more than I'm importing. I'm exporting a lot of goods. That's mostly because I have a lot of commercial. Importing now over 1,000, exporting over 4,000. And this is still growing, so that is good. Alright. I will, like I said, let this develop completely until I move on to a different square. And with that development comes cost of traffic, which is congested mostly along these parts. What I did here seems to be working just fine. Still a tremendous amount of traffic coming through here. So, I don't know what I'll do about that. I don't think I can do anything about that. Ooh, industry's booming again. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of demand for industry again. I'll just have to leave it alone, because I actually can't do anything about it except zone this, and I'll do very little. I'll just have to let it grow, because it's at a high demand. So, the more these develop, the industry demand will go down. Thank goodness for that. I'm saying that a lot. I'm noticing that. I'm gonna check the comments, thinking that there are comments. Alright, checking the comments. Alright, so I want to address my friend Luke here. He said this is trash. He's only saying that because I've been on PC, and I used to get on PS4 a lot. Ever since Sean just
Oh, it's not trash. It's just fine. Yeah. See, the next comment, he's just not saying it's trash. But he is kind of upset. Oh wait. Okay, so biggest partier. It would be perfect if it was communism. That was the government of this city. That's probably back when I named this Workers' Party. But I want to get to the point where he was joking that this is trash. I should get on PS4. When my buddy Sean got his computer back, he got a new one because his old one couldn't support anything. I got back on my laptop, which has all my games and everything, and I got back into PC. Um, and I ditched PS4 pretty much entirely. Um, I do get on it time from time, but I pretty much don't play with anybody now. And uh, I have been demanded by people to get back on it, and I won't because I got so much more on my laptop, so much more to do. I can stream like this, I can record much easier, and I can actually edit things professionally. Um, but yeah, it was just more like an inside joke with us. But anyway, almost a million. So that means I can put. I'm gonna put 70 into that. I'm gonna increase the amount of parts, like the part budget. A lot of people like that. I can't. Let's see. There isn't a lot of congestion ever since I added this, but once there is more congestion here, I will add more to it. But I do want to bump up trash to 110. Healthcare up to 110. Fire department up to 110. And education up to 115. Screw it, 120. This will help a lot. And now for the parks, I do want to keep it up. No, that would just put them in a lot of danger. Okay. Another dog park. I think I'll do a tropical park here and here. I will lose people because I destroyed their homes. But it is what it is. A large playground. Put that right there. That way it reaches them and everything. There we go. So, I do have a large trash. Yeah. Just put a small one right here. Because this is a one-way, so it will only go one way. Also, I could essentially make an infinite profit if I put a toll here. And by infinite profit, I mean that it can cover my costs of my roads. For now, because it's only $5,000. So the traffic that's going through here and here, I could make a lot of profit. I really could. I could make a lot. Okay. So I'm going to check the comments again. I now have over $1 million. Have you ever considered trying Metro Exodus or The Last of Us? Great games. They are really great games. And yes, I have. Um, headset, I think, was cutting out. Yes, I have. Because Metro Exodus, I haven't played that in forever. And it is an amazing game. It really is. But the worst part about it is, I don't have it. Um, I played it when I was at my friend's house a couple years ago. And The Last of Us. I've always wanted to play The Last of Us. I never have played The Last of Us. Never have in my life. Alright, this is starting to congest up, so I will put more into this. 120 should be good. That way they can export more. But yeah, I really have considered playing those. And with the Steam Summer Sales, I was actually going to buy them. But I chose not to. I still might. I actually might. Um, so that is a thing. Yeah, still in high demand. My goodness. Yeah, high demand. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to do it right there. More industry. Alright. Look at that. It just piles up. It just explodes. It's like, boom, right there. All because this is at a high demand. Now it's at a medium because I've placed these. Once this gets as many as it can, this will probably go down, but then it's going to blow back up. I do want to expand over here, but I want to get this entire area taken care of. So I'll probably expand out to these areas for now. Yeah, there's a lot of forestry on each side. So I will probably do forestry. Right now, let's check on forestry. Forestry is making 2,300. And altogether 3, 4, 9, and then with all that together, roughly $11,000 weekly profit from industry. And then if I add this together, actually, yeah, that's all together. And then offices a little bit more. So that's 14% of my income, and it's shrinking because this is growing rapidly, commercial income, and so is housing industry. As you can see, there's a difference between high density and low density. There's a lot more high density because I needed workers to fill this. As you can see, 8,200 workers, and still growing, and 5,300, and it's kind of stalled because this is a lot less demand. It's at 12,500. This is at 15,600. And traffic is still doing decent, although it is still cramming. Mostly in this area because it is going between. I can lower traffic by getting rid of these two, because if I get rid of this, it will just go up to here. So they would have to use the roads. They would have to come all the way around. That would just be way too expensive. I can't do that. So what I'm going to have to do here is create one-way roads, because this is 2-lane. So what I'm going to do right now, oh, this is what I was worried about. There we go, fixed. So that is now one way. So these roads are now going this way. So now I need these roads to go oh wow, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it right here. Move this back. Now the slope is just too steep in general. Little by little, I will get this to work. Okay, here. I'll just do this to fix it. Still, I will make this. There we go. There we go. This will pour into here. So let's look at traffic. 64 still. Now, all of this that's going out is going through here. All of this is going into here. I don't have any stop signs or anything. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, that helps. Yep, forestry trucks. Where are they going? They're exporting. So they have to go all the way over there, which creates more traffic. So I'm gonna get, this is a bigger port, but still I will use the smaller ones. Actually, no, just get a big port for this small area. Slope is just too steep, okay. So now I'm gonna have to get rid of the slower incline. It's not even that steep. Okay, maybe right off the bat it is. Just get rid of that. Whatever, I'm just messing things up now. Okay. There we go. Alright. Kind of need a... There we go. And now the forestry can just go through here. Since this, these are being fed by two small ones and this one's being fed by a large one, this should fix traffic a bit. Alright. Since I have a viewer still, I'm going to check the comments again. Headset might cut out. still wish my comment box would work. I really do. It'd be nice. Industry is still... My goodness. Come on, man. Come on, go down, industry. Alright. There we go. Don't have to worry about power for a while, hopefully. What's this? Oh. Some of it's overflowing. Too much cargo. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's check pollution. It's gone up to 7%. That will go down once all of these max out. All of them. Because supposedly the better ones have less pollution. Let's find a max level. Okay. Pollution's still a lot. Unemployment is at 12%. That is actually good for me right now. Yeah, that's good for me right now. Why is there crime at the incinerator? What are they doing? Stealing garbage? Like, no, I don't want this to be burned. No, take it. Ah. I don't know what that was. Okay, now they're starting to be built up. That's there's still heavy traffic going in right here. What about up here? Oh, we're gonna have to make another one. Okay, so this was going in and out. Piss. Fix the highway again. Okay. How many lanes is this? Okay. Yeah, it's a 6-lane. Okay. So then now I can... My goodness, where can I... Right here. There it is. Alright, so now people go out here. Let me flip this around. Alright, people go in here and they go out here. So that should help reduce traffic a bit. The junctions. Okay. People are coming in here. They're going... No, they're going out there. Here. So I can fix this a bit. This already has no lights, no stop signs. Traffic has been fixed quite a bit. So, get rid of these. Don't have to worry about that. This side, on the industry side, we'll fix it. Alright. Oh, well, I want to fix that. I really do, because I don't want to slow this down. The slowdown of that area. Still crime? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Let me move it within the area of that. And just not build there. Why can't, like, the cops, like, walk across the road, arrest the person, and then just go about their day? Okay, fine, fine. I'll just take the business out of there. Then move you right there. And just get rid of you, because I only needed you for that one building. Oh well. So that problem is fixed. Alright, let's see about this. This cargo harbor's getting some use. Industry is still booming, but it's going down. The demand, I mean. Demand of industry is going down. Okay, that was my wrist. That is different. Alright. 12,800. 17,000. Sorry, but I'm destroying a few houses here. We need more jobs for industry or offices. And I can't do that right now. Commercial's still growing. By a large amount, it is still growing. This now makes up nearly 13% of my income. Are we still exporting more than we're importing? Importing 2,100? Yes, we're still exporting much more than we're importing. And that is good. So that means all my shops can constantly be filled. Hopefully all of these level up quickly. Noise pollution, pollution. What's the education looking like? Wow, quite a bit. I could increase the production of this by double again. So I could essentially make it 100% what it was before. But that would take 30% of the workplace out, but it would increase the production by 50. If I do that, I'm going to have overproduction, because some of them are already overproducing. This is with low education. And I would have huge number of unemployed, even higher than what I have now. That's not going to be good for me. So what I need to do here, since we don't need commercial right now, that is already being filled. Get rid of that. And make and now place more industry here. Then right here, place more cooking. Place more. Yeah, I can do more industry. Yeah. Alright. So more industry has been placed, which is good for me. I can even take advantage of it here. Look at that. So unemployment will hopefully go down. traffic seems to be working just fine through this. Still going through a little bit of hell here. Um, yep, overproduction. So what I'm gonna do is put more into the shipping so they can carry more. They have a lot of cargo, a lot of it. So much so that some buildings are going out of business, like that one just now, because nobody's buying their products. And that one, my goodness, okay. This is bad for me right now. Um, I can replace these with bigger harbors. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through this again. There we go. And now I need to fix this one. And place a much larger one. Okay. There we go. Alright, now they got bigger harbors. They can export more goods. It's through here and out there. Excuse me. Traffic is still doing pretty good. Other than some abandonment because of overproduction, it is good. Commercial is still growing because I've had no demand for it. So that means that commercial here can still grow and accept more, which is good. Because right now, if we look, importing 1,400, exporting 6,000. We're still exporting a lot. And now that all that demand is being consumed, that will be good for the city. Medium demand and low demand. Like I said, they're all growing. Since this is pretty much developed, I can raise taxes for all of this. So, like, this is nearly completely developed residential. Completely, almost. And this still has a ways to go. Alright, how long have I been streaming? I think it's been roughly a little over an hour. Alright, let's check how long I've been streaming. 111 minutes, so a little over an hour, almost. Actually, not a little over an hour, almost 2 hours. What am I on about? A little over an hour. Ugh. Industry demand still going up. $41,000 from industry now. I want to see if I can put this at 13%. Because I know forestry can handle 13%. I want to see if they can. Unemployment's gone down to 6%. Wow. That's quite a bit. So far, industry isn't complaining about 13% tax, which is great.
What is it? You won't be back for a while, kitten. Why? You're sad. Everybody can hear you.
I swear I at people, which is weird.
What? Really? Could you be any louder for the people? You could.
Eating cat. Oh, yep, there they are. They're complaining now. And there's the fix. So these guys can handle 13% tax. They can't.
You want treats? Do you want treats? Tell me, do you want treats? You want treats, Bella? Do you want treats? Squawk once for yes and twice for no. All right.
I'll be right back. I have to give my cat treats. For now, you get to look at my city. Oh gosh. I don't know if you can hear my laptop, but it sounds like it's gonna be on fire. Alright, for the last little bit of the stream, I am actually going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? It is increasing the goods, but I might turn it off so I don't have abandonment. Slightly increased land value, oh wait, wrong one. Doubles the amount of goods produced, zoned industry. Okay. I'm not sure. I do want to do recycling. This will reduce consumption. It is a much bigger city. Recycling I want to do. Actually, hold on. Here we go. Alright. Yep. It took a huge hit when I added those edicts. Is that what you'd call them? No, policies. Yeah, look at this. There's just so much. I actually can't move all of it out. This was the problem I was having.
And I even removed the double. So that's another reason why my economy took a huge hit, because now it's no longer doubling its goods. Therefore, we won't have much of this problem anymore once it sells them. All right. Wow, because that's helpful. All right. So this is where I'm going to end the stream. Sorry that it paused. The stream, I mean. But this is where I'm going to end it. This is the city we built within 2 hours. And it's all in one square. It could be so much bigger, but it still has a lot of room to grow. I'd say it could fit at least 40,000 people, if not more. And it still can have so much more industry, so many more jobs. So I am going to say thank you all for stopping by and watching the stream. I will be doing many, many more of these because they are just so much fun for me. I really do enjoy streaming, as I have been doing it a lot more recently. And I will keep up the stream. Within a few days' times, I will probably be doing the 7 Days to Die stream. I'm not sure, but I just might. If you all want to see that, hit that like button. If I get 10 likes, I will do a 7 Days to Die stream. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, no, not really. So, I will put the NCS description, non-copyright sounds. I will put their link in the description, so you can all go check out their music, because they make some great music using your videos or live streams like I do. And since it's on YouTube, and they're very strict about copyright, then I can use it. So I am very blessed, happy I should say, to have it, because I get to share this amazing music. I don't get striked for it. My video gets to stay up. You guys get to enjoy my content. So, yeah. I will see you all in the next stream. Peace.